Gonna introduce me or what?
Okay, this is Dave, my inspector.
See, normally he introduces me. That's why I said that. Okay, we're gonna start off now. You can see it's raining out.
Yes.
It just got really bad all of a sudden.
Yes.
First thing we're gonna talk about is your roof. That is an architectural shingle roof, 25-year roof. Okay, that roof is less than a year old, or about a year old. So, that being the case, you got a long life left to that roof. Any past stains you see in the ceilings is gone now. It's been resolved. Okay? So what the other thing you need to do is there's a 1-year installation warranty on this, but there's also a 10-year manufacturer warranty on this. Talk to the seller, make sure you can get everything, all the paperwork, and then transfer it over to your name, because that could be proved to be important a couple years down the road.
Now, I just had a phone call interrupt just a part of what you said. So you said there's a 1-year manufacturer's warranty?
Installation, 10-year manufacturer.
Okay. Just make sure there wasn't a gap in that phone call. Okay, got it.
Okay. Now, everything looks good up there. There's no issues going on. You're going to have a long life. Construction, you are block. These gable ends, those are wood framed with stucco. But everything is really basically, structure here is block.
Okay.
Everything looks good. There's no cracking, no displacement, no sinking issues. That small little crack you saw by that front window is cosmetic.
Okay.
No issues with that at all. So everything looks good with your windows and your doors. You're missing some screens. Some of the screens are damaged, but no big deal. As far as that back lanai is with the screen where you saw the water, that's just rainwater coming in through the screens. There's no leaks in that. That foundation is sitting up way too high to allow groundwater to come in.
Okay.
And those roots are surface roots. They are not going to impact the structure of this property whatsoever. You do not have big enough trees around this structure.
Okay.
Okay? Alrighty. Now, that being said, you are on city water here. That is why you're having trouble with some of your faucets inside the house. They are original faucets. We have so many minerals in our water here that they clog up the pipes, they clog up the fixtures. Well, in this case, it's clogged up the fixtures, and these people probably never cleaned them out. So you can try having them cleaned out with the screens and that. They're also the original things. You may be along the lines of replacing them anyways.
Do you have a company come and flush it out, or how do you
Yeah,
clean?
you can just have a plumber do it. You can have a maintenance handyman do it.
And it's just built up
Sediment.
sediment.
Yeah, that's all it is. Screens are clogged, or the little valves in there are clogged. It happens all the time to these things. That's why people buy water softeners.
Okay.
It's not just for us, it's for our fixtures. Saves the fixtures.
Okay.
Okay, there's your water heater. That is a brand spanking new water heater.
Nice.
Gas. One thing they forgot to do, they forgot to put the impact pipe back in. That's so you don't roll into this with your car,
Oh, okay.
squish it, break the gas line, and cause a fire.
Yeah.
So that's kind of important to put that back in there.
Yeah.
That needs to be done, okay? But that's a good one. Your plumbing throughout the house is CPVC plastic, which has been around for about 40 years. No issues with it. Insurance companies like it.
Okay.
And then over there, on that side of the garage, that is your electrical panel. This is a square D panel. Same thing, insurance companies like these. 200 amp service coming in. So you got plenty of room to put spa, have a golf cart, whatever you want. You got plenty of room for that power. These are arc faults, which is, they're supposed to do that. Safety item, and they are working, and everything looks good in your electrical.
Okay.
While we're here in your garage, you got a new, fairly new opener. Everything is working good with all the safety features for both of these openers. That one's a little bit older, but it's still working fine. All the safety features are fine.
Okay.
And you have wind bars on your doors. I do strongly recommend you get a wind mitigation form.
Okay.
Check into it with your insurance company.
Yeah, this is an 06 house. You think it needs 4-point wind mitt?
It's got a brand new roof.
Yeah, so you get discounts for that.
Discounts for that.
Yeah.
Okay, the one thing, see both of these openings in the garage ceilings?
Yeah.
That one and that one over there? They are wood. Those need to be drywall. Or they can put a piece of metal over the top of that. The reason they are made out of drywall is because it's a safety for fire.
Right.
With this wood, it'll spread right into the attic really quick.
Okay.
So one of the two, either remove those and put a piece of drywall back up, or they need to put a piece of metal over the top of that wood.
Okay.
If they want to live like that, they can live like that.
Right.
Just let them know that it's there. Okay?
Right. Right.
Other than that, everything's fine in the garage.
Okay.
Here's your laundry room. I ran both of these units.
They are saying.
I'm not really concerned about that, but I am making sure that the water and the air gets out correctly.
Right.
Right now you have a gas dryer, which is great. I recommend staying with that, but you also have the option for a electric one.
Okay.
But I would stick with the gas.
The gas. Yeah.
Okay. Now, throughout the interior, went around, checked all the outlets, light switches, doors, and windows. We do have a few windows over here. This is the counterweight spring. It's just sprung.
Right.
What that does is it holds the window open. Right now this window is still staying open, but sooner or later it's not going to hold it anymore. I think there's 3 or 4 windows like that.
Okay.
Each window, each one of those counterweight springs are about $16 to $18. Maybe a little more now because of COVID, so let's just say 20. Each window requires 2. If one goes, that means the other one's probably going to go in a relative time
Right.
soon.
Right.
So, a few $100s will fix up all the windows. If you're not that concerned about it, don't worry about it.
Right.
Okay. Now you do have 2 heating and air conditioning systems here.
Right.
And yes, they are original. So that means they're near the end of their life. They are trains, which are good units, but not even an AC guy will tell you that they're going to last.
Right.
Because the first thing an AC guy will say to you is that they're 15 years old, you need to replace them.
Right.
That's the way they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you take care of them, yeah, you may get lucky and get a couple of years out of them, but I can't guarantee that.
Are they clean?
They're clean.
Are they working properly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Finish. You have gas heat on the lower unit, and then upstairs you have what they call a heat pump, which is 1 unit for the condenser. It does either air conditioning or heat. I ran it into heat mode today because we're below 65 degrees today.
Right.
If it works one way, it works the other way. So that means air conditioning will work on it. The downstairs, I ran it the furnace. It looks clean as could be, and it's working well. Keep your fingers crossed and hope it holds together for a while. That's the only thing I can say about it.
What's the tonnage on them?
5 ton for the lower unit, 1.5 for the upstairs.
Okay.
Okay? And the 1 unit's upstairs, that's the air handler up there.
Right.
And then the other air handler / furnace is down in the garage.
Okay.
Okay? Here's your kitchen. This is where you really show the date of this home.
Yeah.
Everything in here is old, unfortunately.
Well, we're getting new appliances next week.
There
New
you go.
appliance
Dishwasher
package.
doesn't work.
Yeah.
That does work, but the door's cracked. It's just old.
Yeah.
It still works, but it's old.
Yeah. It's all being brand new.
The garbage disposal looks fairly new, so everything looks good there. Laminate countertops, their lifespan is usually 15 to 20 years. So they are getting old.
Yeah.
As far as your kitchen faucet here, thing is probably clogged up through here through the head. Sometimes you can replace this whole head, or you can take these units apart and clean them. That's what's going on there. You have plenty of water pressure in this house. This faucet and the master bathroom faucet, they're clogged. Our water down here is not good. It's got a lot of sediment in it.
So the faucet.
I recommend a water softener system.
So the piping through the house seems fine. It's just this fixture at the end.
Yeah,
So
fixture.
changing this would probably fix that.
Yes,
Yeah.
it would.
Okay.
And updating the faucets throughout the house.
Okay.
Okay, last thing is the bathrooms. I'm just gonna call this the guest bathroom,
Right.
hallway bathroom, and then the master bathroom. I ran everything in here. Everything is working. You got a little bit of rust going on in the sinks. That's the enamel coming off. It's not gonna leak. Everything is still solid with them. That's cosmetic. You got one of 2 choices. Either you get them repainted or you install new ones. Probably about the same price for either of them.
What is it, like $300 a sink?
No, the sinks are actually cheaper. It's the cost of changing them out.
Oh, okay.
That's where the difference comes in. Probably to resurface all of those 3 sinks, probably about $300. So
Okay.
you're at about the same with replacing.
Oh, to do all of them.
Yeah.
All right.
So here's the hallway bathroom. Same thing with the sink.
Right.
But this is where your master reset is, the GFI for all 3 bathrooms, which
Okay.
is typical.
Right. So if any of those trip, you reset it there.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens when we get storms here. We'll trip off when we get slight power surges, and they will trip off GFIs.
Okay.
And that'll leave us just the master.
Now, what about the if you trip the kitchen? Where you
Kitchen's the kitchen.
oh, you reset that in the
Kitchen's by
kitchen?
itself, right at the kitchen. Then the bathrooms are together, and the
Okay.
garage is with the exterior.
Okay.
Here's the master bathroom. This faucet's got the same issue going on.
Oh.
Low pressure, but you can actually get this one to kind of surge a little bit.
Yeah.
But it's just clogged.
Yeah, I thought so.
Sometimes it's the strings up on the top
Yeah, that was great.
up here, which checking this out, I don't think that's ever been pulled off of there.
Wow.
So this screen is just probably clogged.
Right.
And you can take those off with a pair of channel locks.
Right.
Or pliers will take it off. So that's probably more likely that's all that is.
Right.
Same thing, a little bit of rust going on in here. But everything is working under the tub, the shower, it's getting good volume of water pressure. So
Right.
that leads me to believe it's nothing but the fixtures.
Right.
And it may actually just be all the screens. Alrighty?
Yep.
So that'll do it. See, that lanai was pushed out.
Yeah.
It actually only went there at the end of the wall. And that
Right.
was it.
They extended it.
Yeah.
I just want to, because it was raining when we were here, and just kind of see it when it's dry here. Hey, David, quick question for you. Would it be possible to put some is there a gutter? Like, could the water be diverted away, or is it
No, I think this is coming right through the screen.
through the screen? Okay, so it's just so to stop it, and it was raining, you'd have to put some type of a glass. No.
You can put windows in here, but that's a big expense just for a little bit of water. That
Right.
happens once in a while.
Right. Okay.
I wouldn't bother. You got tile on top of concrete here.
Right.
It's not going to do any damage.
Okay.
Those are aluminum frames.
Right.
They're designed to get wet.
Yeah.
Not to do any damage.
And it's raining now, and it's
Right.
not even wet, right? So it was
So
like
the
a
wind
heavy
is blowing
rainstorm
from
did
that
it.
direction.
Right, when the wind is blowing into the house or into the lanai. Okay. Gotcha. All right, thank you.